Good morning, beloved friends. It is with great joy, a lot of trepidation, and a big old bucket full of excitement to share with you all this morning. This is my first official Kundalini Yoga class, maybe in as long as 10 years. So for me this morning, this is massive. This is epic. And not only do I have my mother on the call too, I also have my beloved best friend who has walked with me since the beginning of this yogic journey together. So I'm very nervous, but very ready. So, beloved friends, the Kriya this morning is called How to Release the Essence of the Self. And it's going to be a little 40-minute Kriya to absolutely take out any old energy that we may have that's invested in old relationships. And we're going to take all of that energy out and bring it either back to the self, or we're going to seed it into the new relationship. So we're going to be transferring a heck of a lot of energy from our past and into our present. As with all Kundalini Kriyas, it's like climbing a mountain. There is a slow but steady ascent when you reach the top of that mountain, and then it's a gorgeous winding down process. So expect for the Kriya to build and then absolutely gracefully unpack its contents into our being. So, beloved friends, let us tune in the traditional way that all Kundalini Yoga Kriyas begin. And this will unite us with the golden chain, this little spark of Kundalini that goes down from teacher to student and into participants. So beware, rubbing your palms together. Placing your thumbs on the breastbone. Start to squeeze the elbows into the ribs. And from the waist up, grow tall. And from the waist down, be heavy. And then at the back of the heart, stretch the shoulder blades open. So there's a 4-way stretch in the spine. Close your eyes and start turning inwards, looking at the inside of your forehead. We're going to take 3 breaths together, in and out of our nostrils. And then we're going to tune in with that mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which is I call to that process that takes me from darkness to light. So inhale in deeply and exhale. Inhale in again. And exhale. Inhale in one more time to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Kare Name, Jakar Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. At Kare Name, Jakar Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. At Kare Name, Jakar Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Hear those mantras traveling out into the room, the house, the garden, the street, the city. And the echo of the mantra traveling into your heart, lungs, liver, spleen, soul, essence, origins. Release the mantra, the hands, and just let them fall into the lap, just being for a moment. And so remembering that the nature of all these classes that I feel to share really is in honor of inner marriage. That at the end of every class there is a beautiful, deeply felt harmonium in your being that is graceful, peaceful, and radiant. So let's start off with some warm-ups. Holding on to your knees, start to rotate around. The eyes are closed. You're breathing through your nostrils. And you're really being very intimate with yourself. Recognizing that you're a physical being. You are a sexual, creative being. You are an emotional being. A psychological being. And you house a great spirit. And you're breathing all of these parts of you into your sacred space, leaving any mind anxiety at the boundaries of this yogic space. And then changing direction. Sit heavy. Lean into any stiffness. Squeeze and iron your buttocks against the ground, pressing on purpose into any tense pockets. Long, deep breathing. Eyes gazing at the inside of the forehead, as if watching a movie. And then come to the center. Inhale with a straight spine. Just hold the breath for a moment, just the breath. Holding, witnessing, being sensitive to everything on the inside. Exhale, release the breath, and just be with yourself. Deep intimacy. holding onto your outside ankle. We're going to do some spinal flexes. This is where we inhale, push forward with the breastbone and the chin. Exhale, chin on the chest, roll onto the tail. We're going to do 26. So your own count. Start off deep, heavy, and then when you're about midway through, start to speed up a little bit. When you have reached 26, inhale center. With a straight spine, keep the breath held as you squeeze and lift up with the anus. Squeeze and lift up with the pelvic floor and pull your tummy back. Breath held. Squeeze in anus, pelvic floor, navel, shoulders and jaw relaxed. Exhale, let it go. Witness the transition from contraction to openness. Absolutely united with your essence on the inside. Feeling the subtleties, the energy paths, the spontaneous patches of heat on the face, earlobes, chest, maybe other places. Feeling gratitude to be with the self. Finally, you've given yourself this moment to come into real contact. One more warm up, beloved friends, before we tackle that Kriya. Let's come into a kneeling position. Kneeling position, hands on the thighs. We're going to inhale, hoist those shoulders up to the earlobes. Exhale, drop them down. We're going to go as fast as is humanly possible, just for 1 minute. Inhaling up, exhaling down, eyes closed, staring at that forehead. Off we go. Inhale the shoulders up to the earlobes. Hold breath. Squeeze down below anus, pelvic floor, navel, tight, locked, solid, lifted, face serene. Mouth soft, squeezing down below. Exhale, release everything. Witness You are this gorgeous, silent witness, watching your energy body open, tingle, and then coming into cross-legged. We're going to begin the Kriya. So, beloved friends, I'm not going to play my music too loud. If we were in a live class, I would be, because I want you to hear the instruction. What I'm also going to do is send you the playlist so that you have the tracks. Because for me, without music, I cannot do anything. So as I said, this Kriya is about pulling any energy you may have locked up in an old relationship or an old period of time. Could be an old job, could be an old position in the family. And we are going to put 100% effort into retrieving that part of us. Beloved friends, if you haven't noticed, as you get older, which is my favorite topic at the moment, you actually start to accumulate scars and disappointments. And these are very real psychic things. And what we're going to do is very psychically and with great reality show up to gather those energies and actually bring to them a deep, present sense of comfort. So we're going to go to those places on purpose that we know is a bit disappointed, that we know is carrying a little bit of a psychic scar, and that we know is feeling heavy and lazy because of some kind of disappointment. So we're not going to turn our eyes and pretend that sort of stuff doesn't exist. We're going to go there on purpose in the first part of this Kriya, and we're going to do a very full-on breath of fire to retrieve those elements. And if you've never done a Kundalini Yoga class before, it can be tremendously emotional. You can feel rageful, filled with grief, sadness, excitement, stupidity, laughter, hiccups, the whole lot. And all of that is so completely welcome. So with breath of fire, it's an in and out nasal breath that's very rapid. But when you exhale, all of your tummy comes in furiously. Yogi Bhajan always said to us, imagine that your belly button is hammering the mid-spine. So that's how furious those tummy muscles come in. The big effort is on the exhale. You don't have to think about the inhale. It will happen automatically. So let's get some different music going. This is a great soundtrack by a new movie at the moment called The Eagle Huntress. The first female eagle hunter. Absolutely gorgeous. Well worth watching. So our hands are out in front and everything is closed. We're going to be doing massive backward circles with locked arms, strong, strong, strong. And of course, as we do this, the spine is going to undulate. You're going to flip forward and back. And this is great. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to look at that inside of the forehead. And we're going to do breath of fire for 4 little golden minutes. It's nothing. It's just a little flash in the pan. But whilst the physical body is doing that, us, the inner consciousness, It's going to go to those places in our past that we know we might be secretly hanging out and feeling a bit scarred, a bit disappointed, and a bit heavy. And we're going to imagine that a phantom version of ourselves is in that heavy energy doing this crazy movement. So 4 minutes, beloved friends. As always, I'm going to be doing this with you. Closing the eyes, breath of fire. Starting off slow. Feeling committed. Feeling your stamina building. This is something you gotta do. You gotta go back and build this tremendous energy. Free up your energy so that you can bring it all forward to the self and invest it in the new relationship that you're either in or going to have. Free up yourself. Big energy, beloved friends. Lock the elbows, strong arms, squeezing all the fingers together. A big effort, a big joint effort. Gathering your energy from the past, healing your scars, healing your disappointments, lessening the burden, bringing yourself into the future. Use the breath of fire. Keep pounding the navel back towards the spine. Find yourself, gather yourself, retrieve yourself, bring yourself into the present. Command and summon yourself into the present. We're halfway. Keep going, beloved friends. Stay with the breath. Stay with the backward arms. You're clearing your lungs from any grief, felt or not felt. Pete is sat opposite me with the timer, so unfortunately I cannot shave off those last 30 seconds. 1 minute, beloved friends. Gather yourself. Feel your arms like eagle wings. You don't want to hang out in the past any longer. You don't want to be invested in the scars, the disappointments, the burdens. Clean yourself out of the past. Bury yourself, shepherd yourself into the present. Halfway, 30 seconds. And inhale, beloved friends, with the V. Hold the breath, squeeze the anus, lift pelvic floor, tuck in tummy, and be victorious. Be a beacon, squeeze. And exhale. Just let those arms float down to the backs of the knees, palms face up, feeling, witnessing, allowing all that Shakti Kundalini to just fly around wherever it needs to go. No need to be worried, beloved friends. Soften the muscles, let it travel, especially around the back of the neck and shoulders and jaw. All that you're feeling is yourself. No one has come along and injected you with an external energy. This is your once untapped reservoir. This is what it's like to be really awake. Inhale in here, beloved friends, and exhale. And you're going to have a jolly good laugh at the next posture because it's bow. Can you believe that, Carolyn? Can you believe I chose a career with bow pose in it? Beloved friends, I am absolutely useless at this posture. So what we're going to do is we're going to lie on our tummies. Let's just make sure I'm central. Yes, we're going to lie on our tummies. Stretch out each leg individually. And then we're going to grab the ankles and lift up. But unfortunately, I won't be doing any lifting up because I can't, but I'll give it a go. We're going to hold this posture with breath of fire again, just for 1 minute. So let's find a nice piece. So grabbing those ankles. Grabbing those ankles. Now I do seem to remember the focus is on the thighs going up. As the thighs go up, the chest comes up too. Closing the eyes, because Yogi Bhajan used to say if we have the eyes open, they're going to pop out. So close the eyes, look at the forehead. Breath of fire for 1 minute. Off we go. We're halfway. Ten seconds. Inhale in here. Hold the breath, squeeze and pull the root lock. Exhale. Down we go. Make a little pillow with your arms. Rest your head. Point your big toes towards each other. Totally resting. And just when you think you're going to float away into some kind of bliss state, you roll straight over onto your back, knees to your chest, and squeezing them down with the arms. Head is lifted, and we're going to do breath of fire for 1.5 minutes, and we're a tight little compact rock. So the eyes are closed, gazing at the forehead. Solidify yourself with breath of fire, 1.5 minutes. Keep going, beloved friends. If the head feels really heavy, you can always drop it down for a few seconds, release the tension, and then off you go again. We have not long left. Ten seconds. Inhaling here. Hold the breath, squeeze down below. Exhale. Drop the head. Relax. Neck, shoulder, throat muscles. Let your palms float down to the ground, face up, bringing the whole body to the ground. Feet flop open. Totally relaxing. Feeling yourself creep back in. Pouring in. Making its sacred pilgrimage back to the self. Becoming whole. Parts of yourself you thought were lost and forgotten, coming to you with sacred offerings, gratitude for finding her, for finding him, heads bowed in reverence. Thank you for retrieving me. And then, beloved friends, at the beginning of this class, I mentioned something about climbing to the top of the mountain. Well, here it comes. We're going to stand up and come into a crow squat position. And we're going to do 52 squats. So you might lose the top of me, but I assure you I'm there. So we're going to stand up. Feet, or rather heels, are as wide as your hips. The feet are splayed open. The hands are in Venus lock, interlaced and placed on top of the head. We're going to inhale up and we're going to exhale down. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to fall onto our bottoms. If you cannot get down into a flat-footed squat, what you could do is roll a yoga mat and put it under your heels as if you're wearing high heels. So, beloved friends, we're going to start standing. We're inhaling up. Let me make sure my trousers are going to take this. We're going to exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. That's number 2. We have 50 more to go. So your own count. Don't know why I selected the 52, But I did. What's that, 22? If after 26 you are absolutely spent, then it's quite okay to complete the task at that point. If you're able, continue with me for 52. What number is that, Katie?
36.
Huh?
37.
Is that 40?
40.
When you've done your 52, inhale, stand up, and exhale. Come down into cross-legged. Once again, turning inwards, palms face up, witnessing deeply unified with the self. Two more parts left of the Kriya. As you can tell by my breathing, we're all in the same boat, beloved friends. We're going back to that first exercise, the backward circles. This time for 2 minutes with the breath of fire, just in case there's a little residue, a little backwater that we didn't spot. So we're not even thinking, I'm going back to that part in my past. We're open. We're open to see if any more aspects of ourselves show up for the next 2 minutes. Breath of fire, strong, rhythmic, committed. Eyes closed. Open. Staring at the white inner screen. Calling out to the self. Beloved self, is there any part of you, anywhere, entangled in my past, that is ready to come forward? Show yourself to me now. I'm coming. Look at all this Shakti Kundalini I have within me. I'm coming, beloved. Show me. Where are you? Bodily shaking. Huge heat in the upper body. Totally normal. Totally natural. Sweating on the forehead only and not the armpits. Totally natural. A river running down the back of your spine. Totally natural. All gorgeous side effects of this ancient practice. Keep staring at the forehead. Committed. Locked in. I'd say we're halfway point. 30 seconds left, beloved friends. Lock the arms, even if they're shaking spontaneously. Inhale and make your V. Hold your breath, squeeze and lift down below. Face and jaw relaxed. Exhale. Relax arms. Palms face up. On the knees. Witnessing. Witnessing all those parts. En route. In pilgrimage. And then we just bring our palms, left hand over the heart, right hand over the top, 2 thumbs pressing. We stay on the sacred heart. The elbows squeeze the ribs. And for 11 minutes, we're right here, surrendering, surrendering, and surrendering even more to the purity of ourself. Just gentle breath. Really connecting with ourselves as pure light. Going all the way back to our origins. That moment we were plucked forward to the presence of God, where we either asked for or was invited into being human. And we said, yes, I accept. We're going all the way back there. And we're surrendering. Surrendering to that innocence, that purity. What is behind that gorgeous sacred heart of yours? Where does all that love come from? Where does all that compassion come from? Letting go, beloved friends. Om Namo Gurudev Namo is holding us all in a circle. Physical bodies are safe. Beauty of this lineage will hold us up as we travel. Trust in the hundreds and thousands of beings who carry the mantle of Kundalini Yoga. They will keep our spine straight as we go into the vasanas. Let yourself be supported by them. Surrendering to beauty. Resource yourself from your origins. Drink there. Absorb. Be intimate with your origins. Be intimate with God. Here is that moment where you were one with everything and you became an individual soul. What is the emotional tone as you go back to this place? Welcoming all feelings, all visions, all voices. There are no veils between you and this place. You are totally exposed. Be touched by your own light. That part of you came forward, saying, yes, I accept. Let that part totally nourish you now. The origins are a place where you can go no further back. You're at the start point. That moment into existence. That moment, all you ever knew was God. God didn't have a name. God was just everythingness. You were so close, so woven into him, her. Can you feel that again? Even if it's just for a glimpse. There are no other beings. Just his, her presence. Surrendering more. Vaguely conscious. Just on the edge of rolling back into the unknown. But still here. Still aware. Just a little bit more time. See if you can drop a little more. Inhaling here. Hold the breath and the experience. Exhale the experience into your human flesh body. Absolutely bringing light to matter. Releasing your arms. Then from here, beloved friends, without changing the energy too much, come down onto your backs, into Savasana, into corpse pose, wrapping yourself in a blanket, making sure your feet have flopped open, your palms are face up. There's no tension whatsoever in the jaw. Releasing your shoulders, your hips, everything. Totally nursing, loving, honoring your whole self, your body. Honoring this body for being well, for being strong, for being beautiful, handsome, and absolutely honoring your spirit for making this massive journey. Honoring your heart for loving, trusting, forgiving, being courageous. Honoring your mind for the thousands upon thousands of bits of information it's had to process. And all the crazy experiences you've been confronted with, and you're still here, you're still sane. What a great mind. Honoring your sexuality. And the great richness of longing, union, and loving one another physically in sexual union. And all the fun elements. That is its secondary offspring. Joyfulness, playfulness, spontaneity. Loving your feminine part. Loving your masculine part. Loving and appreciating your soul. Loving and appreciating your humanity. Welcoming in your inner child. Welcoming in the shy, hesitant, confused parts, the works in process. Welcoming in your Joan of Arcs, your spiritual navigators. Welcoming in your rebellious, disobedient ones, giving them an extra big smile. welcoming in that part of you that really cares about nutrition and good health and fasting and detoxing and green juices. And with the same warm welcome, inviting that part of you that still enjoys a really good Starbucks. And in that beautiful spirit, beloved friends, inhale in deeply as you exhale. Inhaling again and lifting your arms up and overhead, pressing forward with your toes and really stretching your belly skin. Exhaling and bringing your knees to the chest, squeezing them down and rocking from side to side and enjoying that lovely little baby movement without shame. Yes, here I am as a fully fledged adult, rocking myself like a child. Deal with it. Holding onto the backs of the thighs. And if you've got a nice, comfortable surface, starting to rock up and down, making that movement as smooth as possible. Let's just say 5 for good measure. Making it nice and round until you can come all the way up. Coming back to the center. So, beloved friends, I only said that this class would be an hour. So I'm going to be true to my word and finish on time. Rubbing the palms together. Signing off with another mantra. This one, Sat. Nam. Sat meaning truth. Nam meaning name. Thumbs in the breastbone, elbows squeezing the ribs. Ribs stretching up, stretching down, stretching sideways, rolling up again to the inside of the forehead. Taking a huge breath to begin. We're going to say it 3 times. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Sat Nam, bring your forehead all the way over. Drop it to the floor. And this is your moment for your own personal prayer and intention for the day. So, beloved friends, before I depart, I need to say one more thing. All the work we've done this morning has been done in the etheric. You may get tested today or in the next couple of days, where you are being invited to play the last final piece out by saying no in the physical. This is your own self conjuring up this circumstance. So if someone should show up from the past, or a circumstance show up from the past, it's only for us to reassess the situation and define once and for all, no, I am not revisiting. I play my last and final ace. Beware, beloved friends, our souls are such great beings. They just make sure it really happens once and for all. I can see my mum on the screen. Beloved friends, thank you so much for witnessing and partaking in this first of many classes. And if you want to join me next week, yoga teas, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we can carry on from here into new arenas. Thank you all.